One of the most requested DLC for Season 5 has to be Baryon mode Naruto, but a lot of people are confused on how the developers can go about adding them to the game. Today I will be discussing reasons and facts on how this could happen. Let's get into this.
Kill them all for the last one.
A lot of people have been telling me, oh, what could Baryon mode bring to Shinobi Striker? Another Rasengan? When there are so many ways they could go about his jutsu. I have made a lot of predictions that came true, and I have studied how they go about DLC in Shinobi Striker. For instance, I told y'all that Heavenly Hand Powered Chidori would be something similar to Minato's Flying Raijin level 2, and it was. A lot of people aren't realizing that Naruto's abilities and greatest strengths didn't come from just a Rasengan. When you think of Naruto, who do you think of? Kuruma. I'm not a spoiler, but if you didn't hear that one of the most closest people to Naruto had died in Boruto, you are tripping. If you haven't heard that, then you obviously don't care about Naruto. But anyways, Kuruma is not just an ordinary character in Naruto. He is not a filler. He is someone that you can consider to be Naruto's best friend. He was in the first episode of Naruto. I honestly think that the Baryon mode DLC will be based off Kuruma's powers, and I think that because I'm not the only person that was hurt when he died, bro. And I believe this will be one of the best DLC if it comes to Shinobi Striker, seeing that they cannot disappoint with this DLC. It is a Naruto DLC. The jutsu, I honestly feel like it would be a lot of taijutsu. I say that because that's all that was going on basically when he was fighting Shinki. The man popped one Rasengan in the fight. I believe we would see a jutsu where we would attack our enemies with Kuruma tails. It could look similar to Choji's jutsu, but be different. We could have a jutsu where we could grab our enemies and hit them with a crazy punch and send them flying. We could also have a jutsu where we're able to counter any taijutsu attacks that comes in, and immediately your character would throw 2 or maybe 3 intense punches towards your enemies. And I feel like you shouldn't be able to sub out of that or after. The sequence could be one jutsu by itself. I don't ever hear anyone say anything about a counterattack type jutsu. There are only 5 jutsus in the game that you can consider to be a counterattack jutsu. There is Acrobat Technique, Boruto Stream, Uchiha Flame Formation, Needle Jutsu, and 8 Trigrams Palm Rotation. These are all jutsu that will prevent your enemy from hitting you and will deal damage to them if they try. I believe the Baryon mode DLC will 100% be defense because Shinki could not even touch Naruto when he was in the mode. Now we are on to my favorite part about how the rest of his DLC could play out. His substitution. His substitution could be where you sub and you immediately charge towards your enemy with the Rasengan. Can we just really sit here and imagine how crazy that would be, bruh? That would be really OP, and I feel as though it could very easily balance out how OP Shadow Clone Explosion Jutsu is. Let me know how you feel about a sub that would do something like that in the comments. I really want to know your opinion. His art is something I talked about in the previous video, but someone in the comments said something that made the idea even more fire. Shout out to my boy Kakashi Hadake for this idea. He basically was adding on to what I said. I said that his art will be all the jutsu that you have equipped will be buffed. I honestly think that your physical attacks and defense should be boosted as well. And to make it different, I think your attack evasion should be boosted too, seeing that at the end of his ult, you would lose Baryon mode. Basically, your tail beast dies. Kakashi added that when that happens, your jutsu would immediately change to the regular Naruto jutsu. That would be the Rasengan and the Rasen shit again until you die and respawn, of course. This is honestly just my way of how a Baryon mode Naruto DLC could play out. Just to throw this in here, I did say this about Season 5 6 months ago. Another reason why I say this has a 100% chance of being the best season is the fact that we might get new maps. Like a month or 2 ago, Band-Aid had made their first response to the community that has been saying hashtag fake Shinobi Striker. The next season could be a way of them showing how much they've been listening to us. We always talk about modders, but every single one of us want a different map. I think Season 5 could possibly be the time for one. And if I'm wrong, y'all can come back and be like, yo, bro, you was wrong. What was you talking about, bro? And I was right in that video. Nobody can come back and be like, bro, you was wrong. They gave us the same boring season like they always do. They are literally working on everything I said they would. I'm not saying the stuff I'm saying is going to 100% happen. I'm just telling y'all that Kuruma's death cannot just pass by like as if he was just an ordinary character. I think this DLC will be a tribute for Kuruma. You know, a way of showing respect for his character throughout the show. Let me know what you think. Hope you enjoyed this possible future DLC concept of how a Baryon mode DLC could play out in Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker. Hit that like button with a cool down for your boy and share to a friend so we can reach the goal of 12,000 Shinobis. Hope you have a blessed day. I love y'all. I'm out. Skirt.